Tesla just announced a 9,793 electric car that could completely destroy the used car market. But here's what they're not telling you about the Model 2. In this video, I'll break down the 4 game-changing features that make this the smartest EV purchase you could make in 2026, including one feature that could literally power your entire home during outages. Welcome to Tesla Torch, where we uncover the truth behind Tesla's biggest innovations. If you want to stay ahead of the EV revolution, smash that like button and subscribe for more insider analysis. Let's be real here. When Tesla says they're making a car for under 10 grand, your first thought is probably, what's the catch? Well, I've dug deep into the engineering specs, and what I found will blow your mind. This isn't Tesla cutting corners. This is Tesla completely reimagining what an affordable car should be. Right now, the cheapest new electric car you can buy costs around $27,000. That's the Nissan Leaf. And frankly, it's not exactly setting the world on fire. The average new car price in America just hit $48,000. So when Tesla drops a bombshell and says they're building an EV for $9,793, that's not just competitive, that's revolutionary. But here's where it gets interesting. Tesla didn't achieve this price by making a golf cart with doors. They achieved it by solving the most expensive problems of car ownership. And the first way they did this will save you thousands in repair bills. You know what's the most annoying part about owning a car? Getting into a fender bender and finding out your repair bill is $3,000 for what looks like a tiny scratch. Tesla looked at this problem and said, "We're going to fix this once and for all." The Model 2 features completely modular front and rear bumpers. Instead of having to remove the entire front or rear section of your car for a minor scrape, mechanics can now replace just the damaged subassembly. We're talking about thermoplastic covers, expanded polypropylene energy absorbers, aluminum beams, and bolt-on crash boxes that work like Lego pieces. Here's the crazy part. That expanded polypropylene cuts the core mass by 70% compared to traditional solid fillers. The aluminum beams are 30 to 50% lighter than steel, while still absorbing the same impact energy. This isn't just about weight savings. This is about making repairs so simple that your neighborhood shop can handle them in a few hours, instead of having to ship your car to a specialized Tesla service center. Imagine this scenario. You scrape your bumper on a parking garage wall. In a traditional car, you're looking at potentially removing your headlights, air conditioning condenser, and half the front end just to get to the damaged part. With the Model 2, the mechanic literally unbolts the damaged section and bolts on a new one. We're talking about accessible bolts, captive nuts, and clear service gaps designed specifically for quick repairs. But Tesla didn't stop at the outside of the car. The interior is engineered like a piece of industrial equipment. The seats use heavy woven fabric that's been validated by the Martindale abrasion test. That's the same test they use for commercial airline seats and heavy-duty work clothes. This fabric is designed to handle years of daily use without showing wear. The floor is made from engineering rubber, specifically ethylene propylene DNA monomer if you want to get technical. This stuff offers incredible weather resistance and a high friction coefficient, which means you won't be slipping around even when your shoes are wet or muddy. It's basically bulletproof flooring that you can hose down if you need to. Now here's something most people don't think about until it's too late. The auxiliary battery. You know, that little 12-volt battery that keeps your car's computers running when the main battery is off. In most cars, this is a lead-acid battery that dies at the worst possible moment and leaves you stranded. Tesla replaced this with a lithium auxiliary battery. This brings longer cycle life, faster charging, and lower mass. But more importantly, it dramatically reduces the risk of dead battery events. The battery management system constantly monitors state of charge and temperature, and Tesla's software updates have reduced parasitic draw by about 40%. What does this mean in real terms? Your daily energy loss can settle near just 1% per day, depending on climate and connectivity. So if you park your car at the airport for a week-long vacation, you're not coming back to a dead battery. This alone could save you hundreds in towing fees and jumpstart services over the life of the car. Tesla's mobile app turns every owner into their own mechanic for basic maintenance. You can replace the cabin air filter yourself. It's recommended every 2 years. The app shows you exactly where the jacking points are and gives you the wheel lug nut torque values so you don't bend your rims or have wheels fall off. And because this is an electric car, Routine service is minimal. No oil changes, no spark plugs, no timing belts. The Model 2's smart calendar issues early wear alerts based on your actual mileage, the ambient temperature where you live, road salt exposure, and your driving style. It's like having a mechanic constantly monitoring your car. For those of you who live in rural areas or like to venture off the beaten path, Tesla offers an optional rural kit. This includes an integrated 12-volt inflator to restore tire pressure so you can safely drive to a shop. There's a high-output work light for nighttime tire changes, and even a light-duty tow hook for low-speed recovery on weak surfaces. These features enhance your self-reliance and reduce your dependence on roadside assistance, especially in areas where coverage is spotty. Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, charging. This is where most people get anxiety about electric cars, but Tesla's approach with the Model 2 is brilliant. The car uses the Society of Automotive Engineers J3400 port, which is now being adopted as the North American charging standard. This single connector supports both alternating and direct current. But here's the kicker. It supports direct current voltage up to 1,000 volts. Current infrastructure can deliver up to 325 kilowatts, but the roadmap goes to 500 kilowatts. To put that in perspective, 500 kilowatts could add about 300 miles of range in 10 minutes. We're talking about charging speeds that make gas stations look slow. The charging experience is designed to be completely brainless. Longer cables accommodate different inlet locations on various car models. Contactless readers let walk-up customers pay easily. And here's the cool part. Automatic cloud authentication based on ISO 15118 streamlines payment and authentication. Your car literally talks to the charging station and handles everything automatically. If you're in a hurry and don't want to set up an account, the Model 2 supports tap-to-pay with a card or phone. The charge port is positioned for easy reach, and there's a ring light that indicates the state of charge from outside the car, so you can decide whether to unplug early or wait without getting back in the car. The Model 2 includes a lightweight charging cable stored in a fixed trunk compartment, keeping it clean and secure. But here's where Tesla's software really shines. The Arrive Ready navigation feature preheats or pre-cools the battery before you arrive at a charging station. This ensures the battery pack accepts high power immediately and reduces your stop time. The car maintains what Tesla calls an arrival buffer, keeping a 10 to 15% state of charge to reduce anxiety at crowded charging sites and provide margin to reach the next station if needed. Real-time stall availability is displayed on the center screen, and Tesla is testing virtual queuing at pilot locations to reduce waiting time. The mobile app offers smart charging tips, schedules overnight charging to take advantage of cheaper electricity rates, and sends real-time status notifications to help you avoid idle fees. Recent updates have added direct charge status displays, helping you unplug at the optimal moment. But here's where the Model 2 gets really interesting, and this is something that could fundamentally change how you think about car ownership. Tesla designed the Model 2 with bidirectional power capabilities. Your car becomes a mobile power hub for home outages and on-site work. This isn't just a marketing gimmick, this is serious electrical infrastructure. The car features AC outlets located in the cargo area or rear floor, suitable for tools and mini refrigerators. In 230-volt, 50 Hz markets like Europe, each outlet can deliver 2.2 to 3.6 kilowatts. In 120-volt, 60 Hz markets like North America, you're looking at 1.5 to 2.4 kilowatts per outlet. Each outlet integrates a residual current device rated at 30 milliamps and an overcurrent circuit breaker, allowing safe operation of tools and appliances. This is real electrical infrastructure, not some afterthought accessory. For home backup, power flows through a bidirectional home charger that's compliant with anti-islanding requirements. These are serious safety standards. IEEE 1547, UL 1741, or EN 50549 depending on your region. You can schedule on and off windows and set a minimum state of charge, say 20%, to ensure your morning commute remains possible. Let's do some math here. With a 60 kilowatt-hour battery and a 20% reserve, you have 48 kilowatt-hours usable for your home. A typical household bundle drawing 800 watts can run for about 60 hours before reaching the reserve. That's more than 2 days of power for essential systems during an outage. The center screen shows instantaneous power draw, discharge energy, and a countdown timer that updates immediately when you turn loads on or off. The system monitors sockets and cables for overheating and provides early warnings if contacts run hot. For those of you who work in construction, landscaping, or other field jobs, the work mode is a game-changer. Tesla designed washable liners, removable rubber mats, and a hatch-edge work light rated at 600 to 1,000 lumens with IP65 water resistance. The outlet is mounted low with a spring cover for clean cord storage. The car can power a 750-watt drill or compact air compressor for short shifts. And if you're into camping or off-grid living, the camp mode is incredible. It focuses on low-draw comfort, with the heat pump and recirculation holding about 150 to 300 watts depending on weather. Interior lighting drops to just a few watts, and fan noise is kept to a quiet 25 to 32 decibels for restful sleep. With 40 kilowatt hours available, a steady 250-watt draw lasts about 160 hours in favorable conditions. That's nearly a week of off-grid comfort. All of this energy information and control is accessible through the mobile app. You can view daily and weekly logs, see separate kilowatt-hour usage for home backup and tool outlets, export CSV files for your records, and adjust schedules or limits with hour-by-hour charts to refine your charging habits. Now, let's talk about safety, because Tesla didn't compromise here either. The Model 2 centers on what Tesla calls Vision 3D, with full self-driving in supervised mode. The system uses a 360-degree camera suite to build a three-dimensional occupancy grid with about 10-centimeter resolution, processing 20 to 30 frames per second while maintaining latency under 100 milliseconds. Park Assist 3D shows remaining clearance at the front, rear, and sides, with display precision of 1 inch or 2 centimeters. Rear cross-traffic alert monitors a 120-degree zone on each side, detecting pedestrians and motorbikes at 15 to 25 meters in good light. With a 77 GHz corner radar, cars can be detected at 40 to 60 meters. The alerts are intelligently timed to collision risk. Visual warnings appear at 4 seconds out, audible alerts at 2 to 3 seconds, and automatic braking kicks in if your reverse speed exceeds 7 to 10 kilometers per hour and you don't react. Despite all the high-tech features, Tesla kept physical controls for essential functions. Large physical buttons handle defog and defrost, hazard lights, and volume. Human factors research supports an effective button diameter of 16 to 20 millimeters with clear travel, ensuring reliable operation even with gloves. The hazard switch is placed within 500 millimeters of the driver with instant flasher feedback, reducing search time compared to touch-only controls. The full self-driving system is optimized for city driving, with lane keeping and supervised lane changes up to 60 kilometers per hour. An infrared camera tracks your eye focus, and the system suggests rest breaks when fatigue patterns repeat. The driver can always take control, and the system reverts to basic assistance when conditions exceed its design parameters. The interface is clean and legible, with icons at least 44 pixels and minimum text at 16 points for readability at a 60 to 70 centimeter viewing distance. Contrast targets 7 to 1 for sunlight visibility. Essential information like speed, following distance, drive mode, curb camera, and critical alerts are grouped by default. Edge sensing for curb and wheel protection is most effective from 0 to 50 centimeters, with visual and tactile alerts to prevent expensive wheel damage. An automatic curb camera activates when you use the right turn signal below 20 kilometers per hour. Reverse guidance renders front and rear wheel paths at 60 Hz with color-coded risk indicators and proactive maneuver suggestions. So here's what Tesla has actually created with the Model 2. This isn't just an affordable electric car. This is a complete reimagining of what car ownership should be. They've addressed the biggest pain points of vehicle ownership: high repair costs, charging anxiety, and the single-purpose nature of traditional cars. The modular bumpers and accessible components reduce repair bills and downtime. The heavy-duty interior materials and lithium auxiliary batteries extend service life significantly. The plug-and-charge simplicity, smart scheduling, and real-time feedback make charging as routine as plugging in your phone. Vision 3D, physical controls, and proactive assistance keep you safe while preserving your control over the vehicle, and the bidirectional power capability transforms your car into a mobile power station for home backup, work, and recreation. But here's the catch that Tesla isn't advertising, and it could make or break your decision to buy the Model 2. This car is scheduled for a 2026 release, which means we're still about 2 years away from seeing production models. Tesla has a history of ambitious timelines that sometimes stretch longer than expected. The $9,793 starting price is also likely to be for a base model with minimal options. Expect the real-world price to be higher once you add features most people actually want. Additionally, the bidirectional power features will require additional home installation costs that aren't included in that base price. The rural kit, work mode accessories, and some of the advanced safety features may be optional extras that add to the total cost. That said, even if the final price ends up being $15,000 to $20,000 with realistic options, this could still be the most disruptive vehicle launch in decades. Tesla is essentially offering a Swiss Army knife on wheels. A car that doesn't just transport you, but where's your home, supports your work, and handles repairs like a commercial vehicle. The question isn't whether the Model 2 will be successful, it's whether traditional automakers can respond quickly enough to compete. Tesla is essentially rewriting the rules of what an affordable car should do, and that could reshape the entire automotive industry. What do you think? Is the Model 2 the game-changer Tesla claims it to be, or are there catches we haven't considered yet? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and if you want to stay updated on all the latest Tesla developments, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Thanks for watching Tesla Torch, and I'll see you in the next video.